really unexpected of me right now, but I'm gonna take a pregnancy test because I don't know, I've been feeling kind of off, and my husband's crazy and he swears that I am. He's like convinced that I am, and he keeps saying twins and I'm like terrified. That's like my biggest fear, twins. I'd be grateful, but that's so scary. But I don't even know when I ovulated or anything. I don't think I am, honestly, but this is why I'm taking a test. So, I mean, since I'm pretty much sharing almost everything, well, trying to start sharing everything with you guys, I figured, why not take this live for you guys? So, I have a line, or a first response lined one, and then I have the first response digital. So I think I'm gonna do the line one first, and if this comes back positive, I'll do the digital. So that's the story right now. I'm kind of nervous, you guys. I'm a little nervous. I think this is wait 3 minutes. How many seconds do you dip it for? Dip for 5 seconds, wait 3 minutes. So, got my cup of pee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For good luck. Okay, so it's going through. Can you see that? So, I'm gonna set it here, cover it, and come back in 3 minutes. Lainey's crying. I wanted to surprise.
Surprise nothing.
In case I was pregnant. I have 15 seconds left. Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared because I already called it.
I'm not showing him because he's not appropriate right now.
Ding ding. Lainey's already crying because she knows. Oh, that's dumb.
Gotta take a little harder look.
I don't believe it. The other one.
Well, yeah, 'cause I don't know how far along I am. I don't know. See, can you see it on there?
Lainey, save your crying for next month.
I see a line.
I don't.
I see a line.
You are...
Alright, we're gonna do this one then. I see a line. There's a line on there.
Lainey, you're not the only one. I mean, you're still the only princess, okay?
Still the only princess.
What's this one? This one says it?
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't you do them at the same time?
Because I don't want to.
Now your pee's 3 minutes old.
2, 3, 4.
If you better do it right, or I'm gonna jump in front of that camera.
Okay, next time. Alright.
Why do you pee so much?
I didn't.
Why is your pee that color?
Shut up. I don't
Purple.
know if this is working.
Did you put the batteries in it? We know you like your batteries.
Oh, it's working. It's flashing. You're an idiot. Alright, so
Lainey!
it's flashing. So we'll come back.
Say,
Hello! She's a hot mess. Alright, how long though does this take?
I don't know.
Alright, let's see if it moved. Nope, it's still blinking.
How long's it blink for?
I don't know.
It's been 25 minutes.
Nope.
Daddy, it says it?
Yep.
That's dumb.
Nope.
It's broken.
Not pregnant, not having twin girls. So, we're good. Don't mind the lighting. I'm like in a weird place in my kitchen right now because they're trying to be loud in there, but I kind of wanted to explain about me taking that pregnancy test earlier, and I was thinking about doing a separate video, but I don't know. But Tom was just being so, he is I'm making Zach a waffle, but Tom is just like so incredibly loud when the camera comes on. He is like Zach, or Zach is like him. They are identical. As soon as the camera comes on, they have to be like known. Like everybody has to know that they're right there. I don't know if you noticed that in every other video that he's in, and this morning, holy moly. But that's just how he is. He's loud. So it's been thrown around, like we've been playing with the idea of having a third one. This third one would be our final baby. 3 is the number, 3 is it. I would not want any more than that. This was basically our first month really actively, well, see, we weren't trying, but we weren't fretting. So I don't know if you would call this like the first cycle of TTC or anything, but so I've been getting all like these weird symptoms, and usually like right before I get my period, I would get all like pregnancy symptoms, but my period would come, like my PMS symptoms and pregnancy symptoms are extremely similar. And I'm one that, like, I'm pretty in tune with my body, and I know when I ovulate usually, and it's been consistent since I got my period back when I had Elena 2 years ago. So it's been like really consistent, and I get my cycle's either like 28 to 32 days. But I can always tell when I ovulate, and it's usually around cycle day 18, 19, 20. It's usually one of those 3 days. So this month, I had no idea when I ovulated, and I don't do OPKs or anything else. But this month, I had not a clue. No idea when I ovulated. So I was like, I don't think this month is gonna work anyway, so if you wanted to try, we can, but I can't promise you that we're gonna have a like anything going on this month. I don't know. So I would say some weird symptoms started happening a few days ago. Nothing with both of them I knew right away, because I got kind of like flu-like symptoms around 4 or 5 DPO. I think I actually have a video for Elena's. I think it was like 4 and 5 DPO that I got like flu-like symptoms. Did not have that this cycle. And on Wednesday when I was at work, the pediatric ophthalmologist, she kind of knows me really well because she sees me every Wednesday, so she's like, are you sick, Jame? And I was like, not that I know of. And then she looks at me weird, and she's like, oh, well, just ignore me, I'm hearing things or something. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's weird. Like, I didn't feel sick or anything. And then as soon as she said that, I've been kind of getting on and off queasy like feelings. And usually right before my period comes, I don't get queasy necessarily, but I get nauseous. But like I had like queasy and nausea at the same time. So I found that really weird. And Tom kept saying to me, he's like, you're pregnant, you have twins, and I keep having dreams that you're having twin girls. Now, I don't know where he gets this idea of twins from. They do run. They run significantly in my family. I have about, my mom is a twin, fraternal. They're all fraternal twins. My grandmother's aunt and uncle are fraternal twins. And then there was someone back further that she told me. Actually, there was 2 more she told me. I was talking to her last night about this. I think there's like a total of like 4 fraternal twins in our family. So me and my siblings were bound to have twins. And it ain't gonna be me. But yeah, he kept saying that he's having dreams of twins, and they're both girls. And that terrifies me. Like, the word twins terrifies me, only because I work in the NICU. And I see what it's like with twins when they're early. You know, sometimes it's rough, sometimes it's great. I just don't want any of that. And I was talking to my grandmother yesterday, and my mom and my uncle were in the neonatal intensive care unit for a month and a half, and they were fine, but like it just scares me. And Zach was in the NICU for a little over 24 hours, but he was fine. It was more me, and they were just monitoring him because of me. But I don't know, it's just, I don't want twins. But I mean, if I had them, that'd be super exciting. I don't know where this video is going because I feel like I just went off on a tangent. Oh, symptoms. So yeah, after she said that, been getting like a queasy, nauseous feeling. My temperature has been running a little high, which is really weird. I'm usually at a good 97.8, 98.6, I guess, normally, and I was running up in the 99.2, 99.6 range, which is kind of weird for me after ovulation. So I don't know. I was like, I'm just gonna take a test and see what it says. It's probably gonna be negative because I don't feel pregnant. I have been having like not necessarily cramping, but more of like a pinchy kind of feeling. But again, like that still kind of is like a before ant flow symptom for me. But I decided to take a pregnancy test just because I had it. And so I took one last night. So today wasn't my first time taking it. But when I took it last night, within the 3-minute like time frame, there was the slightest faint pink line that showed up. But like you really had to look. But it was definitely there, but like you really had to like squint your eyes and stare at it for a while. And I knew that happened to me when I had that chemical pregnancy back before Elena. So I was like, could be positive, could be chemical, could be a faulty test. I have no idea. So this morning, I wanted to surprise Tom if I was pregnant. And he ruined that for me this morning, and I got really mad at him, and I was like, fine, I'm just gonna take a test in front of you and we're gonna find out together. Because it's our last baby, I wanted to do everything like to surprise him and stuff, but nah, didn't go my way. So this morning we took a test, and the line was darker than last night, and it was definitely there. You didn't have to squint, but you know how men are. That's not positive, blah blah blah. So I decided to take that digital, which said no. So since it got darker than last night's, I don't know if it's a chemical, but the digital makes me think it kind of was. But I think with my chemical pregnancy, my digital did say pregnant. I do not remember, but I'm pretty sure I had positive tests, but they kept fading. Whereas this morning's was definitely darker than yesterday morning's. So I'm just gonna keep testing, I guess, until my period shows up, if it shows up, and see if the lines get darker, and see if I get a positive pregnant digital test, whatever, I don't know. So I hope this makes sense because I keep going back and forth. So there's been just little things that made me want to test, but I was like, in the back of my head, I'm like, no, I'm not. But you never know. I have no idea. I'm at a complete loss. Tonight, I've been feeling kind of like really bloated. Not kind of, really extremely bloated. I'm crampy here and there. Back's a little crampy. And I'm at a loss with this. And if I am, that would be so amazing. And if I'm not, we just continue to try it. Like, I'm not gonna be upset about it, but I would kind of be disappointed. So yeah, that's kind of like the backstory of why I decided to take a pregnancy test this morning, last night early, but you guys didn't see that because I really thought it was gonna be negative. So I didn't film it. That's why I didn't film it. Yeah, so that's all I got for you today. I'm done rambling because that's been a lot to listen to, and I hope it all made sense. I'll see you in my next video.